Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19. This is part number 20 of my career walkthrough, and in today's episode we head to Argentina for the championship race. But before we do that, we've got 20 development points to spend. Yes, only 20. I didn't really earn many in the first race. I should have done more of the qualifying and all the development tests, but the one I'm going to do is anti-wheelie. I really struggled to keep the front wheel down in that first race, so hopefully it will be a little better. But before we get into the race as well, there was an update and we're just going to quickly look at the patch notes. So let's quickly get into that and have a look what they fixed on this new update. Right, so the update that came is update 1.07, and there is a performance fix, quick modes fix, 2 gameplay fixes, editors fix, and AI improvements on all categories. So that is the update. Hopefully that will improve the game, and I must admit the game is starting to perform really well, and I'm really enjoying it. But anyway, let's get straight into the qualifying there. Here we go. Let's try and hold it nice and tight into this turn, and we should be able to catch up if we can just slowly open the throttle. And I must admit the bike is definitely handling better, and I feel a little bit quicker into the turns. Now I've turned all the assist off, so actually improving anti-wheelie was just a waste of time because I've turned it off anyway. And let's get nicely turned in, and that was nicely done. Get a good drive in the inside. Oh, nicely done. Now there is one thing I have noticed against the top riders, I can't beat them on the straights. I don't have the straight line speed. I'm not too bad in the corners, and that's where that's what I've got to aim for really, to be good in the corners. Right, slow it down. Slightly overshot on that. Actually was not too bad. And Fernandez has put in a 1:45.2, so that's the sort of time we've got to aim for. And we need to put a decent time in because there's only just 8 minutes to go, and we want to get a decent time so we can go straight to Q2 and rather having to do Q1 as well. And I'm still not sure on tyres. I mean, we're on the softs at the moment, but I reckon the race is going to be quite warm, so we just have to decide that when we get to it. And we've got a little bit wider into that turn. Are we going to be able to be in the reds? Yes, we're up on the time on the third sector. Can we nail the final turn? Oh, tank slapper! Wow, almost came off there. That is one issue. Now I've made loads of adjustments to the bike. I just can't seem to get rid of that when I was trying to just gas it at a certain angle. And again, I'm going to have to be really good on the throttle in the race, otherwise it's going to come off. And that wasn't a bad time. Let's have a look at what that was. Right, so that is the end of free practice, and it was only our teammate that had a faster time, but at least we go straight into Q2, so let's get straight into that qualifying session and see if we can set another decent time. Right, let's see if we can just follow Fernandez into this lap, and we've got 7 minutes to go, and let's see if we can set a decent time. We've still got decent grip on our tyres. Let's see if we can get a bit of slipstream. Still struggling here and there. I've had a couple of little moments where I've almost been kicked off. Just need to be a little bit smooth on the throttle. It's not like Moto 3 anymore, where you can gas it out corners at tight angles. These bikes have got a lot more power, and it's going to be even harder when we get to MotoGP. And that was a good sector 1, so we're up on the time. Let's see if we can get into this turn. Going side by side. Slow it down. And a bit of contact there by Fernandez, and that's just mucked up our corner in, but we should be able to recover. That's a good recovery. Right, that probably lost us a bit of time. Let's just try and get a good drive around this turn, and we're slightly down on sector 2. Just try and keep it nice and slow. Fernandez again, just knocking us out of our line, and that's mucked us up again. We've gone really wide, and having a bit of a battle. Bloody hell, there you go again. Almost chucking myself off. I just can't get control of this bike. It's really unsteady at times. It's nice if I'm not full throttling it at times, and it's still squirming around. Let's just try and be careful on this turn. This is not going to be the greatest lap. And the one thing I'm worried about this race is the straight line speed. Against some of the top riders, I kept on getting beaten on the straights. And holding into that turn. Brakes are not too bad on this bike. Final corner, and over the line, and we're up to second. Oh, that's not a bad lap, but let's go again and see if we can go a little bit quicker. Right, so that is the end of the qualifying, and we took second spot, and the only person that was faster than us was Lorenzo Baldassari. So we're going to get straight to the race and hopefully finish on the podium. So here we go.
Hello and welcome to the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit in Argentina for live coverage of the Moto2 race. The weather forecasts are very reassuring. We'll have sunny weather for the entire duration of the race. Our starting grid, where riders and engineers are talking over the last few details before the race. Everything here is ready to start the race at Termas de Rio Hondo. Riders just have one more thing on their mind now, being the first to cross the finish line.
Right, so here we go with round 2 of this Moto2 season. Can we get a good start from second on the grid and hopefully get on the podium? So let's see if we can get a good start and hopefully not spin up that back wheel too much. Let's try and be good on the throttle in second gear, and we managed to control the spin that time, and that really helped us. But we did lose a couple of places, and there's a crash already at the start of the race. But let's try and get into that first corner. We've dropped down to P5, but it's important just to try and stick with the leaders, and we're in behind our teammate Remy Gardner. So let's try and just latch onto him, and I think that's Marquez trying to get in the inside. Don't let him force us out, and that's not too bad. Nice turn there. Got a good drive around that turn. We should be able to get a better slipstream, and we should latch onto Navarro. Yes, we do, and it looks like Schrotter and Baldassari are the two that have managed to get away. And like I said, on the straights, I didn't have the speed to beat them two, so I'm going to have to be careful. Ooh, Navarro went into that turn really quick, and our teammates managed to get past us as well. So we've dropped down to P5 again, but I've just got to be controlled. I've gone with a hard front and a hard rear. I don't know whether that was the best choice to go with, but it's very warm, and I wanted a lot of grip going into the final laps in this 6th lap race. So hopefully I went with the right choice. I just don't seem to have the grip at the moment, and I've overshot that corner. Don't lose it. And that was nicely done. Managed to control that, and we haven't lost too much ground on these two. Right, just trying to be good on the brakes through there. That was nicely done. And it's the final corner that's going to be very tricky in these first couple of laps until we get some heat. And our teammate is trying to come down the side of us, and again really struggling just to tap the power on. Just having a bit of movement, and we've just gone a little bit wider than I would have liked. But let's just let our teammates slip past, and we should be able to get a bit of slipstream and hopefully get back past him. We were definitely quicker than him in the last qualifying session, so let's try and hold it into that turn, and hopefully this lap I'll be able to push it a little bit more. But I think this race is going to be quite fast paced in this sort of weather, so I've got to try and keep up with these lots and stay consistent, and again just not getting close enough to the apex. Should be able to get a bit of slipstream, and that was nicely done through there. And again struggling to tap the power on, getting a lot of movement at the rear, but managing to control it only just. And we're into P3 again, in behind Schrotter, which is battling with Baldassari. We've got to try and catch these two. They're starting to just pull away. A little bit of contact from our teammate there. That was a little bit unnecessary. Really throws you out when that happens, but managed to control it nicely. And now I need to just close the gap. Really tried to put the power down and try not to spin up that rear. Right, let's see if we can catch him up here. Slow it down. We need to be a little bit tighter in these corners, and again just slightly going a little bit wide, but that was an improvement. And I've got to try and wear these harder compound tyres in as soon as possible, because we can't afford to let these two get away. And I'm not sure, I think Baldassari had a hard rear, but he definitely had a medium front, and I think Schrotter had medium, so they definitely have different choices, and it will come into play at some point in this race. And we have slightly closed the gap, which is good. We're starting to pick it up now. This is what we needed. Right, let's try and be better in this corner, and that is nice and smooth. Again, just struggling just to tap the power on as we change direction. And that is, we just hit a 1:44.9, so that is the fastest lap so far. So I think we hit a faster time than Baldassari there, so we're definitely on the pace. And this is where we've got to be consistent, and we really overshot that first corner again. We just need to get our lines a little bit tighter. But to tell you the truth, I didn't do many adjustments to the bike in the qualifying. I tried to go with a default setup. I think the only thing I changed was the preload, and that was about it. Other than that, it's pretty standard setup. I should have changed the gearing slightly as well. We really struggle on the straights. Look, we just don't gain, even with slipstream. These two have definitely got faster bikes. Right, let's slow it down. Get a little bit tighter. Schroetter's going for the lead, and he slipped up at the inside. Is he going to be... Oh, no, Baldassarri is going back round. No, Schroetter's trying to... And they're literally going side by side. What a battle I've got in front of me, and I've got to try and latch onto it at some point. So Schroetter has managed to make that pass. Let's see if we can get amongst this. And we just got in there a little bit hot, but managed to control that. And we're in behind Baldassarri. And we're just pulling away from the main group now on lap 3. So all is going really well. We're in a podium position, and that would be an improvement from the first race. Right, we're starting to close on Baldassarri here. Let's see if we can line him up for a pass. I'm not going to try and pass him on this turn. Let's try and go on the outside. I don't like going in the inside on this final corner. I have been shunted off once so far in the qualifying. Someone came through on the curb and bumped me straight off, so I'm not making that mistake. And that was nice and smooth through there. Not a bad time, and we've managed to go past Baldassarri in behind Schroetter, going into the 4th lap. But no, he's made a massive dive bomb there. He's back into 2nd place. Just keep it steady, trying to be as smooth as I can on the throttle. And I think these tyres are just starting to feel a little bit more grippy now, and they haven't worn that much. So I think I've gone for the right choice, but we will see. We're managing to keep up with these two. They've both got medium fronts, so they've got better turning, that's for sure. But we've managed to take Baldassarri. Can we take Schroetter? But we are going to struggle to beat him on the brakes. So let's just back off, let him go into the turn. And I knew Baldassarri was going to come down the inside, and he just sort of pressurised me there, and I overshot the corner. That was good overtake by Baldassarri. I had to concede the position. If I'd gone too tight, I think he would have bumped me out anyway. But let's see if we can get back at him and go down the inside. A little bit of contact there, slow it down. Can we hold the position into this turn? And we've overshot it again. So Baldassarri's going to come back up the inside, but we should be able to get a nice drive around that turn and try and hold the inside and keep the position. And I think we have, so we've taken that position back, and a little bit of a tank slapper there, and just trying to hold on to this flipping bike. Tell you what, I'm going to come off so much on the GP bikes. If I can't stay on one of these, I'm definitely not going to stay on the GP bike. Right, that's not too bad. Let's try and get a nice turn in here. I think Baldassarri is probably going to come up the inside here, so let's give him some room. And we just overshot the corner a little bit, and in comes Baldassarri, but we have the inside, and that is nicely done. And we go into the 5th lap, 2 laps to go. Can we win this race? And Schroetter is just slightly pulled away now, so he is feeling like he's got a race win here if he can just stay consistent. Now, like I said, I had better tyres than he had. He went for medium, I think. And we have got hard. So if we get to the final lap, we might have a little bit more grip than him, but we're going to find out. But we need to get a little bit closer first. So let's see if we can just close in on him. We're definitely not going to get him on this straight. He's just pulled away out of slipstream, and it's going to be some good cornering to catch up again. Right, let's see if we can be a little bit better on the brakes into this turn. Slow it down, and I think we've pulled away from Baldassarri, so it looks like it is going to just be a fight between me and Schroetter, and that is not too bad, but he's still maintaining that little bit of lead he's got. It's just under a second. Let's see if we can just catch him. Nice drive around that turn. Let's see if we can be nice and tight in to that corner. Again, just slightly overshotting it, but that's not too bad because I can still get a good drive into this next left-hand turn. Slow it down again, get nice and tight in onto the apex. Oh, that was nicely dropped in, and we should be able to close in on Schroetter here. And we're slowly closing in, under a half second now, really closing in. I'm sweating away, it's so hot today, and I'm really trying my hardest to push this bike to the limits. Let's see if we can get a nice corner here. Went a bit tighter there because we didn't have a rider right coming down the inside. Right, final lap, and that was a 1:45.1, so that was a decent lap from us. Now we need to do that again. We need to be consistent. Right, let's see if we can just get a little bit tighter in this turn. We need the best lap of the race here. That's the only way we're going to be able to catch Schrotter here. Slow it down. Get tight into this turn again, trying to get closest to the apex, fastest through the corners, because we know we're not going to have the straight line speed unless we can get a good drive around this turn. And that was nicely done. Stay off the curb. Oh, that was not bad, and we've managed to get in his slipstream here. Are we going to be able to get past him? I'm not sure whether we will, but I'm going to try. And we're catching up with him, and I don't think we're going to be able to clear him, so we're going to have to slow it down into the turn. Oh, I bowled it a bit, and I've got a little bit wide. Oh, if only I had the inside, and we've just conceded that position, but we've just spinning up the rear, just trying to get a good drive into that section, and we're really trying hard to catch up, and we've managed to close the gap, so that was not too bad. We recovered there. Right, let's see if we can be good on the brakes, get it turned in here. We're coming into the final stages of lap 6. Can we actually beat him into the final stage of the race? And that is not a bad turn. Really starting to draw him in here. Can we get in the inside of him? Be good on the brakes. And slow it in the inside. And we've managed to overtake Schrotter. Coming to the final stage of the race. Can I actually win it here? Oh, this would be an awesome win if I can just hold on for a little bit longer, just trying to keep it steady round there. And another tank slapper as I'm trying to put the power on, but we really need a tight corner here. And just trying to stop him from coming up the inside. Please don't make contact. And he's pushed us out wide. Oh, what a bucket. But we might be able to get him on the last corner. Let's get turned into the last corner. Contact! Oh, the game glitched as well. What the hell? And I've come off. Did I win the race though? Yes, we won the race and didn't get a penalty. Oh my God. What an ending. Oh, the game sort of glitched at the end as well. What the hell was that? But we won. That's all that matters. I don't care that I come off. Oh, that was unbelievable. And we take our first win in Moto 2. Let's get straight into the results. So here we go. Right, so let's have a look at the rider standing. So we move up to second place, 9 points behind Marcel Schrotter. And we're still second in the team championship, 1 point behind first place, so that's not bad. Now, I would have liked to finish the race actually on my bike, but as you can see, I'll leave you a last lap replay. It won't show the glitch, but it glitched. I didn't have control. I did go tight in, but I didn't get a penalty, so I didn't corner cut according to the game. But that was unbelievable. But he did push me out, so he sort of got what he deserved in a way. But what a finish to the race. And we move on to round 3. Really enjoyed that race. If all the races are going to be like that, I'm going to really enjoy this this season. So let's go straight into the final lap.